Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. We are about relationships with ourselves first, okay? So we can have a healthy relationship outside of ourselves. Some of us going for a twin flame journey. I know it's not easy because I'm in one myself. I'm not going to lie, Collective. Adiwali insulted me, man. And it's not like I thought about him like that. For them to even be like, all right, I've written about someone every day for 5 years. And you reach out to them every day, even this morning. Because I keep hearing in my dreams, please, I've never met Genevieve in my life until the dreams. He ignored every single message. But gave it to Genevieve. I feel insulted. And then they keep this facade going like they're not together. It's like they really want me in a mental institution. I feel very insulted. I tried to look out for someone. And now he can't just say, I'm with someone, move on. We're adults. We're big people. But you know why they're not saying nothing? Because when I release my books, you're going to realize I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I'm a very good writer. And Genevieve keeps coming back in my dreams saying, I love the way you write. So for 5 years, they ignored me. Why? Because Genevieve is using my ideas. How did she get it? Because I sent it to Adiwali Akinwa Abaji every day for 5 years. I keep seeing him in my dreams. And it's irritating. Irritating. Especially when you see them both posting how happy they are with your words and stuff. Adding salt to the wound. I heard in my dream, I'm with him. All right, you're with him. But what's it got to do with me? What's it got to do with me? Why can't he just say, I'm with the guy, and we all move on? Why? Because I am a better writer than them, and they don't want me to move forward with this story. But I'm going to say it anyway. Because I really believe a lot of people are going through twin flame unions, and they do go a bit crazy. Why? Because people like to play mind games, especially when the energy of greed. Greed. They didn't see this as a healing opportunity for everybody. They saw it as an opportunity for money. I'm very insulted. Insulted. 5 years, Collective. 5 years. Never go against your better judgment. Never. 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 They want me to have that negative talking Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. But just release that pain in that rain around the heart, Collective. You can just be in the thoughts, but you don't have to be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. It just means thoughts. You just have to forgive yourself. Be more optimistic and transform the heart. Why? Because the heart is the seat of the soul. Just recover it and move on. Like I said, move on. You know? So I got a reply from the TikTok. Just saw it just a while ago. From her page. I don't know if it's her fan page or not, but it's 1 million people, whatever. She said good night. No, you say good night to your career, bitch. You say good night to your motherfucking career. Because I'm after Genevieve Nadia. She stole my stuff. And now she's trying to look like me. No, I'm standing firm in my belief. And you tell that man, stay the fuck away from me. When he realizes that he was being used. And then you ask him, what did this woman do to you? Matter of fact, everyone, go and look about me. I got no bad nothing about me, you know. Nothing. Nothing. So you ask these people, what did she do to you? Oh, yeah, you like her, right? And you're making money from this woman that was looking out for you. And you shared her information and you made sure Genevieve had rent. Well, she lives off £1,000 a month and you took her motherfucking shit. You're not acting like you've never had money. You're not acting like you've never had fucking money. Greed. Greed. Always on the knees, sucking for honeybees. Move on. That's what they should have did. That's what he should have done. It's his responsibility. Why? Because he's the main dominator. Why? Because he knows me. He knows me. So now I've got the willpower to move forward. Why? I'm in the chariot. Movements. Chariot. Into me, I feel a progress. Because I'm bringing actions. I have to tame collective as much as you're trying to move on within this pain. Okay? Because I can see the Three of Swords is upside down. You're releasing it. Okay? It's like you're overcoming trials and you're regaining control. It's all about self-control, self-discipline. You have got the strength and the willpower. Okay? You will have a victory to overcome any pain that's in the heart on your pathway. I've lost a soulmate and I've had to be forced to watch a masculine play with two women at once. One in his dream, which is real, and one he won't let go of. Now, the one he can't let go of because he's with that person physically, he should have had respect for himself and said, you know what, thank you for the downloads, but I'm with someone. But every time I reach out to his social media, he blocks me. Now you ask him, why do you do that? Because when you look at their social media and I start posting all these emails, let's add it up to their timeline. Because remember, my emails have dates. Yeah, they do, don't they? And times. And I know exactly when I emailed and when they posted stuff. So I can always snitch it all together, babes. Because no one's going to lie on my fucking name. I tell you that for fucking nothing. No one's going to use me because I've never done nothing bad to no one. Trouble me and I'll come for you. Yeah. Don't rat on my boat. And they've been rattling it for 5 years. So I've got the courage to become that victorious person on this journey, this twin flame journey. You could be talking about a Leo person, but the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person has the strength to tame that beast. Do you understand? It's not always easy, but the key message is that you need to maintain the focus to emerge successfully to go into the next phase, which is really healing that heart. For me, I have my own personal goal, and I've always had it for about 30 years now, and no one's going to stop me. I really believe I can have perfection within. Oh, people say, no, you can't. Yes, I can. Even if it's to be alone by myself, I don't mind. It's about the people, things, and places around me. And I strongly believe that. I started this journey when I was about 19. I remembered it so vividly. I remember it like yesterday. I was at my mum's house. I was looking in the mirror and I said, God, I have way too much friends. Please help me to shred them one by one that are no good for me. And there's a God above. I have never stopped that journey. I didn't even have my son yet. When I really think about it, I remember I was standing in front of that mirror and I prayed to God, I said, God, please. I don't want to be a bad person. I'm around too much badness. You understand? I got a goal. I don't care what I see in front of me. I believe in perfection within. So you could be thinking of an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person on a passion project. But he's going to go for that anger, shattered energy. They're going to go through delays, frustration, reckless behavior. Now we're in a conflict. Why? They didn't understand how strong I was. You know, your patience can accomplish great stuff. I'm telling you, especially with determination. Patience and determination alone is a strength that will give you reward shortly. I'm telling you. Don't let anyone ever discourage you. So someone's looking at you as an influence because you've got that inner strength. You're very focused, compassion. You've got the will within yourself. We all have the strength. And that's the major arcana. This cannot be moved. This can be moved. It is my thoughts. But this is the natural energy that cannot be fought. This is the major arcana. My willpower is very strong. I'm going to show you all through my story. You can be the same way. I saw these two boys yesterday, and it really broke my heart. Because I like to, when I'm walking outside, I like to look, analyze. And people, the youth, man, these two young boys that were robbing from Greg's, and someone saw, and it's a parent I knew from one of my children's primary school. So I went to help the person, even though they don't work for Greg's. They were just helping out the two ladies in the shop. And all he was saying was, please, I'm hungry. And I didn't have my purse on me. I felt so bad. And they were young, man. And I was even saying, I'll buy it for you. Just give it back. Do you know what I mean? I'll buy it for you. I don't mind. And they were like saying to him, F off, leave me alone. But I couldn't see past both of them. They looked like, they were like 19 or 18. You know, like Oliver Twist, the bad guy. And you see how like his teeth was like brown, yellow, hard, and his hair was, the guy's hair was more mattier. It was like, he was like an English guy with a black guy. The black guy had like a tracksuit on, and I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you're black or white, they both look broken. They had alcohol in their hand, and it was only like 10 o'clock in the morning. And if you saw them, my heart is still broken. And there's quite a few in my area, and they're young people. I don't remember in my young days, boys especially, looking so broken. They look like they're 30, man. And they only like, not even 19. It was just, so I know it's hard, the struggle is really hard, because people like to play mind games, they like to do corruption. Do you know what I mean? Like, prices are going up, wages aren't. And I just want to teach people to trust their intuition, especially for us adults, because the youth are our future leaders. And I feel like we've taught them love the wrong way, because we don't love ourselves, or some of you don't love yourself enough. Do you know what I mean? At times I wish I didn't reach out to Adiwali. I would prefer to give my whole self to my community. I feel like they not wasted 5 years, but all this selfishness and hypocrisy, it's the hypocrisy of them out there trying to promote being this influencer. Yeah, we want to look out for the youth, want to build artistry together. But if you listen to these youth, I'm not joking. There's another guy, right? There's a white guy as well, another one. If you hear his rapping, he is really good. But he's always drunk. He's always loud. I don't know what his name is. But I do communicate with these people. Why? Because they need someone to talk to, man. Everyone is so stuck up because you look a certain way. Don't talk to me. Yeah, but they're like that because we're not talking to them. So you're adding to the problem. It breaks my heart, man. There's so much talented youth out there. But because these superstars just want the limelight all the time, or they want the attention, or they want the money, it's always something. And it's not right. Sorry, I thought I'd go into that little rant. Someone's releasing the fears. Because I believe we need to step away from fear. It's an illusion. Because we're going for a shift. And we're going to start seeing entities now. And if we don't start managing our emotions and start identifying our fears, it's going to break us. Why? We're going for a different shift. We're starting to see people's real entity. When I mean like Murder Inc., Monster Inc., something like that. You know, like when you see human people we used to seeing. Now you're going to be seeing vampire energy, like how people really are underneath. Because we're going for a spiritual shift. You either go with it by cleaning your flaws, or you stay in the dark side. We're going for an absolute massive shift. you know? And mostly as well, I've realized that when I listen to tarot, most of us are Aquarius, the star seeds, here to bring a message. It's beautiful, people. Stop looking so much at materialism. Start looking at life. It's magical. You don't need to use voodoos. You don't need to use all these kind of rituals. All you need to do is walk in love, talk in truth, and just correct your flaws. There's your magic. So people probably think I do obya or voodoo. Do you understand? Because I'm very intuitive, not just picking up Genevieve and Adiwali. I pick up a lot of people. Even the woman that died, that African woman, and she was crying. That woman came into my dream and said, Genevieve's lying. I don't even like her. She's lying. She's lying. She's not a very good person to work with or a very good friend. I saw it. And the things that she showed me is in my book. I went online. I know she likes red. I didn't know that until I saw a lot of red around that woman. Like she likes red lipstick and stuff. Do you know what I mean? People, go within. Stop endorsing these celebrities, because behind the back, we are endorsing their bad behavior. Why? Because without our money, the consumers, how can they keep up with being bad? It's us as well. We've got to take that responsibility by going within, identifying your intuition and knowing which celebrity or friend or partner to involve yourself in. As there's a God above. I've never met Genevieve Nadia. Never until the dreams. So I want to teach everyone else, be careful who you're endorsing, no matter how good the music is to you, no matter how good the artistry is to you, because it's underneath all that is energy. It's an illusion. So you're not taking on their artistry when they say, all right, this is a love song. If their heart is evil, you're taking on the evil. Do you understand? Because it's from the heart. The words is the illusion. This is why you need to use your intuition. Let's do a massive cleanup. Use your intuition. Don't matter how good their artistry is, it's still dangerous. Why? Because we're energy. We all go through the same things, but we deal with things differently. Just be brave to trust your inner self. And the way you can trust your inner self the most is always trying to tell the truth. White lies build up to a mountain. All right? And you've got the strength to do that. Okay? Just stay cool under pressure and remain. It's not easy, because sometimes, boy, when people disrespect me and I know they're doing it on purpose, the whole of my road probably can hear me. So I get it. We just have to understand energy. I take on a lot of people's energy. So I'm trying to learn to manage my own energy. And then people around me that are angry, I pick up their energy. So I have to learn, because I'm an empath, innit? I take on energy to understand my community. That's how connected we are. You can even go outside, some of you, test it. Go near a bush. Don't go too near to the bush, the tree, and ask the tree to touch you. We are connected to the universe, especially through the heart. Even if you are a wicked person and it works for you, maybe that's a proof to show you're wicked and I can see you. So it doesn't mean that you're a nice person because the fucking tree connected with you. It might be a sign saying, I can see your wickedness or I can see your goodness. Do you understand? So go out there and test it out. And if the tree don't work for you, it probably is just wicked. Because now we're looking at, someone was seeking closure, a Gemini Libra Aquarius person. But now we understand someone went for a shortcut. And shortcuts ain't always right. So now it's been created delays. Someone didn't want to bring closure. We're big people. I'm not resentful. If you're with someone, cool, just say. If I see you later on, Leo, I see you later on. I've been on my own for 13 years. I don't hang on to people like that, bro. He should have respected me, respected my differences. Instead, he focused on someone that was using him, and I'm tired of hearing it in my dreams. I'm tired of it. I've got other people to look out for, especially myself, for myself. Do you know what I mean, collective? Oh, boy. So someone was looking for closure, but became incompletion. So then you have to find your own closure, collective. Don't get angry. Well, that's a lie. Because even up to this morning, I said, I can't stand you, man. Yeah, I sent that email. I can't stand you. I don't care how much my soul and your soul won't leave each other alone. In this world, this universe, I can't stand this flesh. He focused on Genevieve Nadia. That's madness. Do that then. But let people know, man. Don't involve people in your toxic relationship because you both can't entertain each other enough. That you got to involve people indirectly or directly. Because it's all a fucking game. Love don't do this. Love don't do this. Especially when you love someone, you ain't going to hide it. You ain't going to hide it. So why are you quick to tell everyone she's worth fighting for to do projects? But you've been fucking it for 5 years, even 13. But you ain't still ain't said no one then. You ain't walking down no road holding no hand in public. Always out on their own, pictured. Even at events. Come on, people. Why are they doing that? Trying to keep this facade going. Oh, let her think I'm coming back. Oh, let her think because I need that money. I'm possessive. That woman's possessive over me. It's come to a joke now. So the girl even looks like me now. That's disturbing. Even my people in my community who hear this story, they say if no one believed you back then, trust me, they probably believe you now. Because if you look at all her looks from the day she started this career, she's never cut her hair like that. Now she looks like me. The words she says sounds like me. It's wrong, man. But she ain't got my essence. So you can create your own Ten of Cups collective. Because you might be in a state right now where you're focused more on your wants and your needs. But I think a lot of people don't understand to prioritize their wants and their needs so they don't go through shattered dreams. But collective, I can see you going through your Ten of Cups still. So don't because someone blocked you or ignored you or want to drag on a situation, don't cut your heart off. Why? Because it's divine love. Whether you're with a family or not, you can always create your own harmony, a blissful one as well. So we're looking at relationships. You have to have a healthy relationship with yourself before you can have one outside of yourself, because everything starts from inner self, inner happiness. You can't fake a Ten of Cups. No matter how much Gucci, feminine, you have. Now how much you want to be in movements because you want to use people's struggles to make money, but you really don't care. So seek for that inner divine love within yourself collective, all right? That's giving you fulfillment. It's about relationship with yourself. It's not about being around positive people. How do you maintain that positive person then? How do you maintain that positive energy? It comes from within. Now that's not positive when someone reached out to you genuinely concerned about you and then you ignore, but you still stay with that person. He could have just said, thank you for the knees up. Do you understand? And then went and sorted himself out. If we meet up later, we meet up later. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm cool like that. I'm not one to hang on relationships like that. All I do, I would ring off your phone if I want the truth. If I feel like something ain't right, I would ring off your phone, bro. That's me. I can admit to that. I will. Because all I want is the truth. I've always been like that. Don't play me. When something don't feel right, I will phone off your phone. But man would say, I'm busy. What, for 13 years? But you're not too busy to lay down with Genevieve, Addie Love, and help her write her parts. You're not too busy to do that. You ask that man, when you ask her to do certain things to help you with farming, your home, your AB, did she help you? Did she even try? He would blatantly say, yeah. So why did you go around telling people you don't know her? Why did you say she was just a bedroom what for some people? Why did you do that? This is judgment day for everyone, including myself, because I ain't innocent. I ain't innocent. My reactions ain't very healthy for everybody. I understand that. But when you got to defend yourself, sometimes you got to look bad in front of people, boy. And if that's what it takes to defend myself, collective, I'm sorry. I put my hands up. If I look bad in front of you, But I've got to defend myself. No one's ever defended me. This is where my strengths come from. Why? I don't rely on people. Because when the army goes down, you're on your own. You've got to defend yourself. This is why I don't go out purposely hurting people. Why? Because when my allies are gone, you know, when they see it's not benefiting them in the long run, guess who I have to face? The army by myself. So when the truth comes out and Genevieve's on her own, guess who she has to face? Me. When the truth is out, you understand? And Leo has to face me in court with Genevieve. Do you understand? This is judgment day, man. I'm not going to be played for a fool. I love myself way too much for that. We're looking at 2 of Cups. We're looking at divine love of 2 of Cups. All right? We're going through a phase. All right? Just take comfort to know, collective, that you are on the right path because it comes from self-love. All right? It doesn't matter if you had no closure from an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Just take care of your own heart. Because when it comes to divine love, maybe you feel like an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, he's just an egoistic person. They thought you had a lack of confidence like them. They're just projecting. The only reason why they look like they're confident, why? Because they've got the money to look like they're confident. They got the Gucci, Wucci, Doochies. They got the little opportunities here and there. So I look confident. I look like I'm the one. But at the soul self, when it comes to maybe you're thinking of a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, you just think it's just ego. It's just living off ego. Ego. What energy do you go with every day? Is it the good? Or is it the dark? What is it? Truth or love? Or just darkness? That's your confidence. Secrets keep you in darkness. If you hold secrets, all right, and then you date someone that holds secrets, and later down the line you hear that they had secrets, you can't sit there being hurt. Why? Because that's your energy. What's within is outside, isn't it? So that person will be secretive as well because you're just mirroring each other. It's like love attracts love, isn't it? So even if you're secretive a little bit, whoever you attract is going to be even more than you. Because that's what's within is outside of you. Do you understand? So now we're looking at a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. They lack commitment. We're a fire sign person and a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. I'm surprised these lot ain't got STD, bro. Because I don't know how you can fight for a woman that is with other men and you think it's okay. And then you treat a nice person really badly, but a bad person really nice. Why? Because they got more followers. They got more opportunities around them. They went with the ego. They went with quantity and not quality. And now they're stuck. Why? Because you got to babysit the bitch now. Because he thought she was that confident. She's not. She lacks. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person lacks commitment. Why? Greedy, lazy. Now they're into procrastination. What did they say? Remember, we can go back, baby. 20, whatever. 7 years ago, she's worth fighting for to do projects. All right, show us your projects then. You lot are quick to show other people's projects you've been in. Let's see you two's project. There you go. You can't, can you? So now you're looking at someone is unmotivated. They're not learning from their failure. So good night to you, bitch. So now we're looking at bad news. Irresponsible. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Irresponsible. Because now you're looking at someone is negative talking. They were negative talking about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Why? Because they thought you'll have this emotional loss and they'll block you. No. You're releasing that pain because they were doing negative talking. Why? Because they got negative. They got blocked negativity. They got blocked creativity. Upside down. Ace of Cups. If you've got no emotions, you're not creative. So they got creative blocks. So they started talking bad about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Because they had their own lack. They're greedy. They're not creative like that. It's a facade. She's got someone or people helping putting her lines together. So now someone's under pressure. You understand? Irresponsible. So someone's going to get failed. Someone's going to learn. They're going to learn anyway. Oh, yeah. Someone is very unmotivated to learn from their failure, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Remember, I always tell you, collective, time is someone's master and someone's disaster. You know, it is what it is. So now we're looking at a situation where maybe a Cancer person is looking at emotional loss because they have creative blocks, okay? They're very empty, especially when it comes to self-love. They don't have no self-love. So now they got repressed emotions. They will be decreasing in intuition, even if they have a little bit. Why? Because they abused the intuition. It was to create heaven on earth. But these people are in their ego. So now someone's going to become very unpopular. They're going to become very discredited. Because now someone is seeing the strength of the Two of Cups. Because only the Emperor and the Empress can go into the chariot. Because they weren't learning. They weren't learning from my downloads. They weren't learning from my information. Do you understand? Because in my dream, I was told in September 2020 by this higher self, tell Adiwali the truth. When he came to me and asked me, do I still love him? I said, let's have a spiritual conversation. So since then, people have been coming in looking for personal transformation. Why? Because they fear their own change. Why? Because once he realized what's going on, everyone's tower's coming down. And they're fearing that change. Why? They don't want Gemini, Libra, Aquarius around. Why? Because she's too intuitive. The moment she goes in his environment, if I can pick up this far, imagine when we're both in the same area. These people don't want me around a Leo. You're mad. I'll fuck up their game just by being in the energy. Why? Because they're lying, stealing, cheating. They don't want to be caught. Because they don't have that experience of using their intuition like some of us do. They got studies out there, collective, you know, but especially when it comes to psychology. They know how to do psychology mind games with consumers. It's out there. I've got an MBA in business, babe. I've got a first in it, so I know what I'm talking about. And some of you out there probably know as well. They use certain colours and all sorts just to lure us in. They're not giving us that free will, really, are they? If you're doing marketing scams, I really believe, because ever since I've done marketing, it's proved to me, even more so, if you don't use your intuition, marketing is for gullible people. It's for gullible people. Especially with celebrities, they like to run on that revenue hype. I did something when I was 8 years old. They run that for about 45 years now. Every minute we hear about the one same thing. Lionheart, Lionheart. What else you got? Nothing but that pussy. So now you're seeing the strength of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person when it comes to reliability. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person is looking at her work, her hard work, and how she does production and routine. They've been watching my routine. And now we're looking at a difficult decision, maybe for a Leo person. Because a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person was only seeking personal closure. I just wanted closure. That was it. I didn't want your money. I'm not into all that. No, you're projecting. Why? Because you fought for a greedy little bitch. A superficial bitches. Because they want to be, because they're famous. And what? That don't intimidate me, man. I keep having to tell these people, or that shit don't intimidate me. So you can bring your goons around. Like Gina Ushere. In my friend's shop. Once only. Google Gina Ushere. Guess who she's sitting next to? Genevieve Nadia. Your people don't fucking intimidate me, Genevieve. It's funny that you can't face me though. Why? Because in my dreams I keep hearing that she's scared of me. The only thing that gives her strength is being around Adiwali and her friends and her money and her voodoo. That's the only thing that's giving Genevieve confidence. And there's a God above. That's the only thing that's giving her confidence. Because when everyone's gone, you're going to see she's weak. She scares me. She scares me. I mean, I scare her. I scare her. This is why she's doing all this. That's why she doesn't want Aries like this. She doesn't want a fire sign. She doesn't want a fire sign to see. She wants the conflict. She likes the stress. She likes it. She likes the attention. But they're going through shattered dreams, shattered energy. They're going to go for their own delays. They're going through their own delays. Because they took the shortcut. They bring a very difficult decision. And that decision was brutality. It's brutality. At this point, this is mental abuse. I get downloads at least 6 times a night. At this point, it's mental abuse. So this is what they want, mental frustration. They want me to be in a mental disaster. Rethink, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Rethink, my darling. Because you got delays. You got no closure. Now your ideas are clouded. You got clouded judgment, darling. Oh, don't believe. No, I do. Why? 'Cause I'm in my 10 of Cups ages ago. I believe in divine love from a child. You can't stop me. So that's why they're going for a tower moment, Pisces person. Pisces person. Maybe you're just in your energy of release and fear. Repressed emotions, you know? Because once he left, I cut that off. I just studied on myself. It's only till September 2020. That's when they said, tell the truth. Ask any of my friends, especially at uni. They never heard me talk about that man once until the dream. So if you think I'm some fan obsessed with some man, you got it wrong, baby. Because even if you watch her sentences and mine, I'm not illiterate. I'm not hiding that I'm illiterate. She is. She is. She's doing Invention of Anna on Netflix. When you go around and you just pick people's ideas, words, and just make it up as you go along. Because it just sounds fucking good. But it doesn't mean fuck all to her. Doesn't mean fuck all. We're looking at divine love, looking at harmony. Okay? We're looking at having our bliss energy. Because we understand someone is looking at someone's inner resources and they're struggling. They're struggling when it comes to their own 10 of Cups. Why? Because you can't fake a 10 of Cups. You can fake a 10 of Pentacles, but you can't fake your 10 of Cups. Now, because of this energy now, someone is struggling. They're very overwhelmed. On the edge, maybe Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. On the defense, paranoia. Paranoia. Oh, is it Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person? Sudden awareness, is it? So now you're looking at paranoia, man. Someone's exhausted. Someone's got a lack of motivation. Could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Or an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Why? Because of mental brutality, frustrated. Now you got to rethink of what you're doing when it comes to your own world. An earth sign person. Earth sign person was seeking personal closure. They took that shortcut. So they brought confusion, brutality, echoes, frustration, and disaster. Because they're trying to rethink an idea with a clouded judgment. So now we have inner clarity, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. We understand that people are looking for people's inner resources because they're struggling. We're energy. We're energy. I even told them 5 years ago, oh yeah, I saw Elon Musk get dragged. Oh yeah, I did because he tried to come into my shit. He got dragged. And you see, ever since, oh yeah, I've been seeing that man fall. So you don't keep following Elon Musk. Keep going. Keep going, because I saw him got dragged years ago. Forward now. Who's walking around with a black eye blaming their child? Never mind. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person and a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person are unfair. They're insecure and they're not single. They're lying. They're living beyond their means because he is with a very obsessed person. So now maybe a fire sign person is now obsessed with work. Why? Force, success, force, deception. It's deception. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, all right, when it comes to success, it's false. It's fake. It's under deception. So this person has never been single. They have a lack of faith. Lack of faith. So they need Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Oh, they need it. Why? Because he's got inner resources and they're struggling. And he took on her struggle. And now he's stuck with that struggle. And now they fear. Why? Because she knows secrets, innit? If you move, I'm telling people, if you want her to control you like that, that's your problem. Next time, know who you're fighting for. And know who you're telling your secrets to. Because now she's used that against this Aries, Sagittarius person. There you go. So now you're looking at deception. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Under Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Deception. And now the energy, they lack motivation. Why? Because divine love, you can't beat that bitch. So now we look at situation when it comes to the feelings and thoughts. It's a painful ending. They wanted a painful ending for a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. So now we're looking at a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. We're looking at a very courageous, confident person. Very independent, very focused on and determination. And that's what they're looking at. And that's why they feel insecure. You could deal with Queen of Wands. Told you, Aquarius person. I know myself, Anna. I know myself, baby. They don't. That's why they're insecure. Being like this. They didn't know someone can be like this. Why? Because they're acting like it. But they're not really it. They're not really it. Even a few days ago, I had a dream about him. And he was holding my hand. And I said, I couldn't stand there and watch someone use you. Who comes in? Genevieve Nadia. I said, yeah, he's holding my hand. And what? And she comes up to me trying to fight me. I battered that bitch. So she can bring as much voodoo as she loves. I love God, my friend. And you like the darkness. So let's see the battle between the dark and the light. And let's make everyone watch now. You might as well. Might as well. Because someone's looking at someone's personal values. We're going into reality. We got clarity. That someone has a lack of purpose. Why? They're in a fantasy. An illusion. Too many choices. Too many choices. Now they're confused. Too many choices, man, when it comes to partnerships. We're looking at united love. We're looking at partnership. We're looking at divine love, all right? We're looking at a difficult situation. Someone's weighing up their options. Because someone's avoiding a deadlock. Okay, we're looking at stalemate for a cellmate. Going to go in spiritual prison for the way they think. Sometimes you've got to think before you make your decision. But a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person lacks commitment. They're greedy. They're lazy. They're going through procrastination. Unmotivated person. Not willing to learn from their failure. Not willing to learn. So they falsified their success. A Taurus person in this institution. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person understands she's spiritually married in a Two of Cups. But she understands a Taurus person came in or an institution again because they lack their own commitment. They're greedy, upside down page. Greedy, a Taurus person, Virgo person, Capricorn person. They're not willing to learn from their failure. Not willing to learn. So they want to create bad news for a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person to create a difficult decision. Why? Because they need the downloads. They like the way I write. She came in my dream. She said, I love the way you write. I love the way you write. That's what she said to me. So 5 years, Genevieve's been lying. She said she went to Hollywood and she realized she's commodity. Why? Because she's been stealing my ideas. Stealing them. We never met by fucking chance. Really, Genevieve Nadia? Where'd you get that idea from? Or the Genevieve's philosophical way to success. What fucking success? You're acting like you made breakthroughs, my darling. Only breakthrough you made was that sausage going through that pipe hole of yours. That fanny. That's the only breakthrough you made, my love. To falsify your success. So now we're looking at a difficult decision for a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. All right. This is a spiritual mentor. We're looking at a situation with the Hierophant. We're in a position of telling you to embrace, okay, your highest self and stay on the course to avoid any distraction from a Taurus person. We're in a very high level commitment in a Two of Cups, a united love partnership, but it seems like an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person has this difficult situation. Maybe a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person feels like they're doing it all. They're carrying the burden. Or a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person is committed to a Taurus person and they feel like they're doing it all. They've been carrying the burden. Why? Because a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person is living beyond their means. They're very obsessed with work. But obsession with work is falsifying that person's success. So that person's not really successful. It's under deception. So now a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person has a lack of faith. So they bring a painful ending. Okay? They're trying to ruin. Why? They got deep deep-rooted wounds, betrayal, loss, they're under a crisis. Now we're looking at a failure, collapse, because someone's spreading voodoo, curses, sinking ships to mess up people's shits. A Taurus person was lying on a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, that someone's in a Tour cup. So now a Taurus person went to a Leo, Sagittarius person. They were talking about a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. And now because a fire sign did that, he carried on all her motherfucking burdens. Oh yeah, we did, with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. So now someone's living in the past. Somebody wants forgiveness. Maybe a Leo person, Aries, Sagittarius person wants forgiveness from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. But I can't do that. Not with change actions. You're mad. You're mad. That's an insult. He gave me 3 months and he gave Genevieve 13 motherfucking years. Imagine that. Man couldn't turn around once and say sorry to me for the way he dealt with me. Not once. Not even like when he asked me on the date, he didn't turn up. He couldn't call me and say, you know, I'm really sorry but I cancelled. No. He texted me and said, oh, this is too hard. Love you always. Ain't heard from him since. Nigerians love that fucking fake shit. I love you. When they got about 50,000 women in every country. Listen, now you got your player, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Now he's met his motherfucking match. Now he's met her. And he can't even come out in public with her. And if he does, thank you, collective. It proves he was always with the fucking girl. So there's no way they can move. Then it will prove, innit? Even people around them. If they see my tarot, they're going to say, okay, we understand now. The girl even looks like Verena Taurus Clark. There's no denying now. The only people in deny is fucking Leo. His flesh, because he's in his ego. He's not in his soul position. He's an egoistic bastard. I never disrespected that man, you know. Not once. So why would he treat me like this? Oh, to make sure a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person keeps up her fake fucking success under deception. Not on my back. Not on my back, because a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person has a lack of fucking long-term vision, limited success, and now Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person is doing it all for her. Serves you motherfucking right. Rewards, distraction. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, distraction. Working without results. Why? Delays, disappointments with a Leo, Sagittarius person. Because now Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person is looking at self-development under vanity, greedy, misdirected activities, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, and you're dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Take it as it resonates. Misdirected activities. Now they got no passion, uninspired people, no motivation. So anything she came out with in the last 5 years or 13, it was not Genevieve Nadia. I put billions of pounds on it. Please tell her to sue me. I'm so fucking ready. Tell that motherfucking woman come sue me. Because guess what? Your lawyer will be asking me for a reading. Because she's lying. I see it in my dream all the time. I've never met this woman in my life. So for me, for the dreams to stop, the more I speak, the less I see. The more I speak and bring it out in the open, the less I see. Now I'm getting more sweet dreams, baby. I don't have to see Genevieve's face. I can't stand seeing that motherfucking face. I'm not into celebrities like that. See, imagine seeing in your dream as well. Oh, it's annoying. It's like your TV being on 24 hours a day. It's annoying. But not annoying enough for her to be like, oh yeah, she's in a mental institution. Yay! No, Taurus is the devil. The devil. I'm releasing the motherfucking devil. So the more I speak online, the more these dreams will go away. I don't want to see Genevieve no more. Because I don't want to go down for unaliving no one for frustration to people say, I told you she's crazy. No, baby. This fucking Taurus Virgo Capricorn person is she is a crazy bitch. So the more I speak, and I'm so sorry, collective, that I know a lot of people like tarot because they're looking for healing. But everyone's energy, we go through the same things, but at different times. Just change the energy as you go along, all right? I'm just trying to prove to you, twin flame journey is real. Just don't go mad. Because you've got people doing unorthodox practices, okay? I'm trying my hardest, all right, to release. Because I understand a Taurus Virgo Capricorn person is the devil. They're in the shadow of their own self. Addictions. Do you understand? So now we're looking at someone being obsessed. Because someone's exploring the dark side. A Taurus Virgo Capricorn person. So you have to learn to try and detach. I'm trying to detach from this person because I believe we're energy. I don't want her anger inside of me. I'm fed up of her throwing these dark entities at me. And when I'm fighting these dark shadows, as it's disappearing, who's behind it? Genevieve Nadia. And then she runs behind Adiwali into this dark door. I'm tired of seeing it as there's a God above. I've never met this woman in my life. Not in a paper, not in a magazine, not in social media. Never heard her name by word. Never, ever in my life until the dreams. So I feel like the only way I can release this demon Taurus Virgo Capricorn person is by every day downloading my cards and just telling my story. Because we're all energy in it. Because sometimes when I tell stories, people say, oh my God, that's my story. I said, I'm happy to hear that. So it gives us affirmations to keep going in self-love. Self-love is the protection from voodoo or people trying to create projections, trying to do deflections. Do you understand? It comes from self-love, man. Self-love isn't just talking enough. You got to walk in it. Because if they were in self-love, they wouldn't be doing this. They wouldn't be insecure that someone else is coming in that you think is better than you. That person could have helped you. No, it's greed. 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 So now we're looking at a situation where someone's having a sudden awareness. Maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person about a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. And now they have to retreat. Then maybe they're withdrawing from this person. Because bad luck, man, is coming out of control. The girl looks like me. That's obsession. And you mean to tell me, I even showed, Adiwali obviously sees it. He has never reached out to me. Never. But he's giving it all to Genevieve Nadia. That means you're giving her reassurance, everything. Where's my reassurance? My community. I love you, community. I love you. And you don't have to be famous to love your community, my friend. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Now we're looking at curiosity. When you don't use your intuition, curiosity unalives the cat. Because you're not using your intuition. You're not learning from your past failures. When you don't learn from your past failure, that means you're purposely making destruction on earth. That means you're not welcome here, my friend. You'll be perished. And I warned them, for 5 years, I had a dream that Genevieve's going to be perishing. They never believed me. I said, just you don't correct your flaws. Correct your flaws. Or now they can't do it. Or now they can't do it. Because that's her true entity. She's the fucking devil. That's why I've been releasing my book. I can release the first draft if you like. It's a very good book. The Devil's Daughter, Genevieve Nadia, the Lionheart Pillar. Oh, yeah. I'm tired of seeing it. I had to write about it. I'm so tired of seeing it. And the book's really good. It's really good. In Love and Always, a very good book. He said he likes it. Make sure the jokes are in there. I sent that to him about 5 years ago. Still no reply. I sent him The Devil's Daughter. Maybe last year or this year. Last year, I don't know. Can't remember. Too much has happened. And he was gobsmacked. I read it to other people. It's just my first draft. It's my first time writing. It's fucking brilliant. And that's why she keeps coming in my dream. I love the way you write. And so she's trying to get as much information from me to fake her success. She's so obsessed with me that the girl even cut her hair to look like me, Tarated. So now we're looking at indecisions now. They thought I would be indecision, or you with a Libra person or a Gemini person, in delays, postponed. We are seeing the truth. Your name could be Ruth. Seeing the truth. Now we're getting justice, baby. Justice for baby Cub. I love it. I love it. So we're getting justice. It's called karmic justice, my darling. So whether or not, okay, you see or you believe or you don't, someone's going to spiritual court or someone's in spiritual court. Someone's heart's being weighed, okay? Because now we understand someone's in a karmic situation because every action has consequences. Someone's looking at a legal dispute. Why? Because someone lied and now the truth is coming out. Oh, yeah. Honesty from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. All right? So now we're looking at someone's movements. You can be a soul having a human experience. You've got that willpower to detach from people, things, and places that don't have no fucking control. All right. And that will bring in your victory within your journey. Because now someone probably wants to return. Maybe a fire sign person most probably will return to a Two of Cups situation. Maybe he's with a Leo, is with a Taurus person. Oh yeah, losing momentum, are you? Fire sign, never mind. You said she was worth fighting for. Go on then. Bye, my darling. And now you're in conflict. Now you're in conflict. Why? Because someone brought a difficult decision to a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, because a fire sign person, okay, was doing it all for a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, overly committed. Now they're going for an argument because he was used, and now looking at a disagreement, a struggle, because he went to look after his enemy, opposition. So now they're in a battle and aggression, because now looking at tempers now. Someone's probably clashing at the lashes, okay, because someone was looking for personal agenda. So now they're going for personality clashes, ego clash, striking, echoes with a bunch of people, disobedient. Now we're looking at someone probably being defensive. But someone has to protect their territory. Oh, yeah. Because now we're looking at situation. Somebody was looking at a closure, all right, but they have a lack of personal closure, a Taurus person. So they took a shortcut. They were looking for gifts, generosities from a Leo person. Maybe he's not doing that no more. Maybe it's a conflict, giving a Taurus person gifts, generosities, donations, money. They get in community services, his opposition. So now looking at employment, they were sharing that kindness, that wealth, you know, that prosperity. So now looking at the power of authority when it comes to control of a Taurus person. They're looking for investors because they were giving and they were taking under the table. So now we're looking at gratitude. They had no gratitude. And a Taurus person is not going to have no incompletion, delays, no closure. Why? Because they bring brutality to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Brutality, frustration, disaster. They wanted a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person to think about their own work, their own ideas. They wanted them to have a cloudy judgment. Why? Because a Taurus person was making money from the ideas. There you go. They were making money. So now someone is looking at prosperity. We're looking at divine love. We're looking at harmony. We're looking at a new job. We're looking at relationships. We're looking at fulfillment. And that was a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. They're looking at Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, inner resources, because they were struggling. So now we're looking at that someone feels very overwhelmed and on the edge. Maybe a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Maybe they feel a bit defensive, under paranoia and exhausted. Why? Because there's a lack of motivation. Because a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person is looking at the divine love. And they're looking at for a financial beginning. So now someone feels like someone's in fear of security when it comes to financial security. Because somebody was living beyond their means with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Because they were looking at prosperity. So now they were looking at the ego. All right. A Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or just their emotions. They went towards an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Now they got a lack of confidence now. Someone's losing. Okay. Because someone has a lack of recognition. Someone's going to be very unpopular. Okay, a Scorpio person, inability to move forward with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, because their energy, they lack recognition, they're unpopular. Because now we're looking at dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, collective, because within you, you've got a lot of resources. Just stay away from people, things, and places, so you can see your choices more carefully, all right, or more clearly. You've got multiple opportunities coming your way, but it seems to be there's an opportunist when it comes to, like, bringing in a wish fulfillment from the imagination. Someone's under hallucinations. Maybe someone medicates too much. Maybe a Scorpio person or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. So now they're looking at discredit, disappointments. Now looking at a private achievement when it comes to a Scorpio person. When it comes to financial beginning with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. When it comes to inner resources, somebody's struggling. They're very overwhelmed, on the edge. They're on paranoia. Because somebody was doing self-development under vanity. So now we're looking at greed, misdirected activity with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. So now an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person is under paranoia. Because now we're looking at the truth. We're looking at emotional loss, maybe, for a King of Swords. But we're looking at a situation where we're looking at Divine's Two of Cups. We're looking at the emptiness, maybe from a King of Swords. But we're looking at indecisions when it comes to an air sign woman. But God is protecting an air sign woman. Someone's returning from travels or holidays. But someone feels that they're restricted. Why? Because it's bad timing. Maybe it's not in divine timing. But now we're looking at united love. Looking at God's 2 of Cups. Maybe a King of Swords is thinking of a water sign person, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Maybe you're looking at planting a new foundation in a 2 of Cups, a new job. Someone's looking at a new job and a soulmate. Maybe King of Swords, think about Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Maybe he's firstly looking at good earthly news, or he wants to send her a letter. But he's looking at a solid beginning, maybe with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, because he feels like that's his soulmate, because it's a 2 of Cups and not a 3 of Cups. Maybe he wants to come in more structured, because he's detached. He's in his discernment. It's all about discernment. So now it's like head over heart. Because this person looks like he's unemotional, because he's more trying to be an analytical man who wants to make a balanced judgment. So he took his feelings out to give a very good advice, maybe, about a 2 of Cups. So now there's good news, good earthly matters news for a 2 of Cups. Because someone's very open-minded. He's learning. Maybe King of Swords is learning. It could be a scholar. It could be a detective. It could be a financial advisor. It could be a private detective. Or it just could be God. Because someone's in a difficult decision, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. But there seems to be a conflict with a Leo person, maybe at work. Because an air sign person, a female, found their mental strength. So now they're looking at a new job. Because they regain it. They have rejoined the world. So they come out of isolation, which is now a conflict with a Leo person, because somebody was looking for closure, but someone came in looking for a shortcut. They would took gifts, generosities from a Leo person, but it was one-sided because they were looking for a new job, prosperity with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. So now we're understanding that someone brought confusion and brutality, a Taurus person, because they were looking for gifts from a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. They wanted the information from an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, because he was giving her information and gifts and money and wealth and you name it. Do you understand? But they thought a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person wouldn't come out and rejoin the world because they had no social media. They were nowhere outside. They were busy studying for like 13 years. So she was non-existent. Do you understand? So they thought over 5 years, because of so much downloads, she won't have the mental strength to come outside. So Leo is looking at failure, losing, disadvantage, disgrace. Because why? They've been haunted by their ill will, a Taurus person, because they bring in the thoughts of confusion, brutality, echoes, frustration to be a disaster. They wanted the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person to rethink an idea, because a Taurus person wanted money. Because it's a high-class prostitute. So now looking at regaining the world. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, don't be distracted from people, all right? Just don't be too emotional. Try not to be, because you got the strength, baby girl. Or baby boy. King of Swords. You got that inner strength, man. Just create more structure. Be unemotional. Be more analytical man of authority, because you can make balanced judgments and you can give good advice, because you can see the inner strength of maybe a female air sign person. Maybe someone wants to come out and regain and be generous to an air sign woman. It could be a Leo person. Could we look at the bravery and the confidence of an air sign person, or a King of Swords? Take it as it resonates. Because you have to tame the beast. Do you understand? Because someone's thinking about conflict with a Leo person, because they gave generosity to a Taurus person so they can have a financial new job. Do you understand? All right? So now looking at your inner resources, there seems to be a struggle when it comes to inner resources with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person and a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. So they fear this change within their community. With an Aries person, maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, because he was giving prosperity to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. So now you understand someone is looking at divine love, harmony, bliss, but someone had an inability to move forward because they were fear at the beginning, because they keep repeating the same negative patterns, which is a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, a Scorpio person, or a fire sign person. So now we're looking at insecurities. Someone's living beyond their means, because it's all about obsession. So maybe someone hides a lot in their work, but it's for success. It's under deception because they had a lack of faith of God. They don't have that faith. So now maybe an Aries person or the community is looking at Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. And the community is looking at this fear of insecurity, of this upside down Nine of Pentacles. That means someone cannot live by themselves. They cannot look after themselves. Because someone has a force obsession. Or they are very forced when it comes to their success. So now you're looking at security. Maybe there's a masculine. He's looking at his happy families now. He feels like he's more united in his community. Because now he feels more secure, okay? Because now we're looking at enterprising. Someone's moving in or someone's preoccupied with their financial matters. It could be a Scorpio masculine that has money a little bit. Or it could be a fire sign person. Or it could be a King of Pentacles. But if it's a water sign masculine, he's given to a Taurus feminine. But he's going to have a sudden awareness. Because now you're looking at returning, travels, moving home. Someone has a lack of foresight when it comes to their structure. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. So he's going for a painful ending. This seems to be a ruin. Because someone has some very deep rooted wounds when it comes to betrayal. Yeah, you have to go within. Someone needs to be, someone's in paranoia. A Taurus person's in paranoia. Because a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person is maybe looking at good news. And also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person looking at good news. So a Virgo person is in paranoia. They'd be withdrawing, antisocial. They like to bring distractions. Very paranoid people. They're paranoid by fear or paralyzed by fear. Eerily said the Taurus person feels like they're doing it all for a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Because now they're seeing this burden, this struggle. Maybe they want to release the struggle. Because now you're seeing Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, a female, has got a conflict. Why? Because he didn't realize how good of an alchemist she was. Never mind. It's called karma. So now you're looking at creativity. We're looking at the actions of a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Looking at her manifestation. She has skills for magic. She's got the work. Someone's looking at self-employment. All right, because someone's looking at a smooth talker. Someone's got the gift of the gab, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Because somebody is directing their will because they've got very good creative vision. So they're manifesting their desires. All right, maybe an Aries, Sagittarius person, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Because now there seems to be a conflict between a fire sign and an air sign. Because a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person lacks long-term vision with a Leo. Because there's a King of Wands upside down. With a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. He was doing it all for Genevieve Nadia. Yeah, because Genevieve Nadia lacks long-term vision. Got limited success. And they're looking at rewards, distractions. That's all they want is reward. So they bring lots of distractions. Someone's work without results. So now you're looking at delays for a King of Wands. Because he went and put it all into a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. So now they're looking at self-development. Maybe he's looking at the situation. You're looking at a King of Wands, lying, very deceitful person, very prejudiced, very hypocritical. We're looking at a liar or a devious motherfucking person. His main focus with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person was self-promotion. So now you're looking at self-development from self-promotion. Under vanity, greed, misdirected activities with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. No passion, uninspired people. No motivation now with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person within their community. Why? Because someone chose happiness. An air sign person. Never mind. So now we're looking at the lack of enthusiasm. Someone's sad. Why? Because they went into a very unrealistic expectation. They went through the ego. So now we're looking at oppositions. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because now you're looking at the Empress. They fought. Never mind. Going for a failure, are you? Never mind. Because it's the Queen of Swords, the real Empress. You can't test the Empress. Oh, the Emperor and the Empress. There you go. Oh, gosh, you lot, man. And guess who's the devil? The earth sign person. Devil, Taurus person, lacks independence, stability, security, reckless when it comes to spending. A very shady investment person. Now they're going through self-doubt. Malicious gossiper. She will tell you on it, oh, don't gossip, darling. Follow the heart, my darlings. No. Genevieve Nadia is a malicious gossiper person. She lacks her own self-awareness. Very unwilling to learn her karmic lessons. Why? Because she lacks unrequited love, my darling. With a Scorpio person. Oh, yeah. Pisces person. Oh, yeah. Because now someone looks like a fool. They fear the unknown, very impulsive with their poor judgment when it comes to their love choices, a Leo person. So now we're looking at maybe a Queen of Wands and an Earth sign person. When it comes to their balance is, people, seduction through lies. There you go. Upside down King and Queen of Wands. So these two thought they were a power couple. No, they're a karmic couple. Because when it comes to a King of Wands, all right, when it comes to his perfect partner, someone ready to fight for, they were fighting for, my darling. But these two in their community, which they're not really looking, people are looking at them as greedy. The Taurus feminine is greedy. She does it through seduction, lies. Very disorganized person. This is what the community is saying, by the way, people. Very, someone who tries to impose their values onto other people. Very demanding, pushy, overbearing, buffoon. They don't like her in this community. It's for success. Someone who's falsifying their success. So now we're looking at her partner, a Leo person they're secretly seeing, a Taurus person. So now we're looking at the partner in this community, upside down, King of Wands. King of Wands, he's looking at his partner, Taurus person, from seduction, lies. That's why he loves her. Oh, my darling, never mind. Why? Because the King of Wands within his community is a lying, devious, prejudiced little buffoon. And that's his woman, a lover. Never mind. And now we're looking at a King of Cups, looking at his lover, a Queen of Wands. And he gave bad advice about Gemini person. He gave bad advice. He's a scheming fraudster. He could be an alcoholic or a drug addict. Or someone who just looks out for his fucking self. Told you, all these people. This King of Wands, yeah, is with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, secretly. Genevieve Nadia. Genevieve Nadia is also seeing a King of Cups upside down, giving bad advice about love. And he's also saying a Queen of Wands. And guess what? They're all using each other. When Leo's not around, Genevieve Nadia's in King of Cups' bed. And when King of Cups is not around, she's back in someone else's bed. I think it's a Gemini or Libra person. And then she's with some next woman because she's a lesbian. Do you understand? So this King of Wands, he's just having a fun time, innit? They should have all just made one big house and just had one big orgy. A Leo person, now he lacks that self-esteem with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. Why? Because within their community, people are talking and saying she is a greedy, malicious person. People don't really like her. It's this fucking idiot King of Wands. Fucking idiot. Don't want to tap the truth. So here I am. Here I am. I'll tell the truth my fucking self. Because I don't want to see these people no more. Because someone's greedy. So now we're looking at inspiration. We're looking at new projects, my darling. All right? Because someone feels like new projects was misdirected from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person within a community. It went to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. And they both made money to help them with their rent. And it came from a fire sign person. And now fire sign person is on the edge within their community or at home. A Leo person. Because a Taurus person misdirected activities to a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person. Because that's who she really wants to be with. She was just using a Leo person. And now a Leo person looks like a devious little liar in his community. All because he said Genevieve Nadia's worth fighting for. Now you got to fight for your reputation. There you go. He was fucking a Taurus person. So now we're looking at new news. We're looking at sudden awareness. Someone's choosing happiness because someone's accepting to retreat. There you go. Maybe Aquarius person. She said, I'm choosing happiness. She's doing big changes. She understands somebody tried to create bad luck for her. Disorder, upheaval. Don't want to bring no closure. All that madness. They're out of control now. They're out of control when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. They're having unwelcome changes, delays, setbacks. Why? Because Aquarius person is choosing happiness. Choosing happiness, ma'am. Or maybe, oh no, it's not, because that's greedy as well. You lot are just too much, man. You lot act like you're grounded. You lot are wealthy men. But when it comes to your bitches, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person, that's a woman. He's defending a very insecure person, living beyond their means, very obsessed with an Aquarius person to help her change because she wants to be famous. Why? Because she's got fake, false success. Under deception. Under deception. Aquarius said, all right, stay there, Adiwali Kimabaji. I'm going to prove to you every motherfucking day. I don't need you. Genevieve Nadia's pussy needs you. Go and tell everyone that's my woman now. Go on. If you're so quick To give her, fuck the spiking, fuck that shit. But you're so quick to give her your community, because you're a community penis. You are a community penis. And so is she. That's all you were doing, fucky. Within your community. Overspending. And now you can't keep up with your expenditure. Why? Because Genevieve didn't want you in the first place. She wanted your money. So now I'm not putting up with these dreams. I'm sorry. If you don't like it, oh well, next time behave yourself or control your poodle. You obviously can't. So I'm making my own big changes, seizing opportunities. Aquarius person, see the opportunity. You could be Aquarius, Cub, Taurus, masculine man as well. Alright? You can make big changes, babe. You can do what you want, but in the right way. In the right way. Alright? Remember, walk in love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.